Welcome back to the Street Smart Secret channel. I'm excited to have you here again because today we're diving into a topic that can truly change the trajectory of your financial journey. We're going to talk about the habits and mindsets that either build wealth or destroy it. So stick with me because by the end of this session, you'll have the tools to not only protect your money, but also multiply it. Let's get into it. Most people think wealth is about luck, but the truth is, luck runs out, discipline doesn't. If you're tired of watching opportunities slip through your fingers, it's time to get street smart about money. Wealth doesn't come from chance, it comes from choices. Every financial decision you make either builds your future or chips away at it. Yet too many people fall into traps like impulsive spending, procrastination, or chasing uncalculated risks, hoping for quick wins that rarely last. The truth is, lasting success is built on discipline, strategy, and growth. By mastering your habits, setting clear goals, and embracing continuous learning, you can transform not just your bank account, but your entire mindset. This is the essence of street smart success, knowing how to avoid the pitfalls, seize opportunities, and create a life of financial freedom. 1. Failing to set clear goals. Imagine trying to play a football match without goalposts. You'd run around the field endlessly, burning energy, but never scoring. That's exactly what happens when you live without clear financial goals. Money, like energy, needs direction. Without defined targets, whether it's saving $10,000 in a year, buying a house in 5 years, or retiring comfortably, you drift aimlessly. When you don't set goals, you waste resources on things that don't matter. You buy gadgets you don't need, spend weekends splurging, and invest in ventures without knowing if they align with your future. It's like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. Clear goals act as a compass. They tell you where to go and help you measure progress. For example, if your goal is to save for a business, every financial decision becomes easier. Does this expense bring me closer to my business dream or push me further away? That simple question filters out wasteful spending. Psychologically, goals give you motivation. Humans thrive on progress. When you see your savings account grow toward a target, it fuels discipline. Without goals, you lack urgency and money slips through your fingers. Think of wealthy individuals. They didn't just stumble into riches. They had clear visions. Elon Musk wanted to revolutionize transport. Warren Buffett aimed to master investing. Oprah Winfrey set her sights on media dominance. Their goals shaped their actions, and their actions built their wealth. So failing to set clear goals isn't just a financial mistake. It's a life mistake. It's like sailing without a destination. You might move, but you'll never arrive. If you want wealth, define it. Write it down. Break it into milestones. Then, every dollar becomes a soldier marching toward victory. 2. Procrastinating on action. Procrastination is the silent killer of wealth. It whispers, you'll start saving tomorrow, you'll invest when the market is better, or you'll launch that business when conditions are perfect. But here's the truth. Tomorrow never comes. Every day you delay, you lose time, the most valuable resource in wealth creation. Money grows through compounding, and compounding needs time. If you invest $1,000 today, it could double in 10 years. But if you wait 5 years to start, you've already lost half the growth potential. Procrastination also breeds missed opportunities. Think of people who hesitated to buy Bitcoin at $100 or invest in Amazon in the early 2000s. They waited, doubted, delayed, and watched others get rich. Wealth rewards action, not hesitation. Psychologically, procrastination feels safe. It shields you from risk and failure. But in reality, it's a trap. By waiting, you guarantee failure because you never even try. The fear of imperfection keeps you stuck, while bold movers reap rewards. The wealthy understand that action beats perfection. They don't wait for the perfect business idea or the perfect market condition. They start, learn, adjust, and grow. Jeff Bezos didn't wait until e-commerce was flawless. He launched Amazon in a garage. So, procrastination isn't harmless, it's expensive. Every delayed decision costs you money, opportunities, and growth. If you want wealth, act now. Save today, invest today, start today. Even small steps compound into massive results over time. Remember, procrastination is the thief of time, and time is the currency of wealth. Stop delaying, start doing, and watch your financial future transform. 3. Stop making impulsive purchases. Impulse buying is the silent assassin of wealth. It sneaks into your life disguised as just a little treat or I deserve this today. That new pair of shoes, the latest gadget, or the fancy dinner might feel harmless, but over time, these small leaks sink the financial ship. Think of your money as seeds. Every dollar you plant wisely can grow into a tree that bears fruit for years. But when you spend impulsively, you're throwing seeds on barren ground. No growth, no harvest. The danger isn't just the money you lose, it's the opportunity cost. That $200 impulse purchase could have been invested, compounding into thousands over time. Impulse buying is often emotional. Stress, boredom, or even happiness can trigger it. Retailers know this and design stores, apps, and ads to exploit your emotions. Limited time offers and flash sales are psychological traps. They push you to act fast without thinking. The wealthy understand this game and refuse to play. They buy with intention, not emotion. The key to breaking free is awareness. Before every purchase, pause and ask, do I need this, or do I just want it right now? If it doesn't align with your financial goals, walk away. Another trick is the 24-hour rule. Wait a day before buying. Most impulses fade, saving you money and regret. To resist impulse buying, it helps to slow down decisions and add rational checkpoints that counter emotional triggers. One effective approach is to pause before purchasing, giving yourself a cooling-off period to interrupt the dopamine-driven urge for instant gratification. Sticking to a budget and shopping list provides a rational anchor, especially when decision fatigue sets in. Avoiding triggers like flash sales, promotional emails, or influencer-driven ads reduces exposure to scarcity and social proof tactics, while reframing urgency, reminding yourself that valuable items will still be available later. Furthermore, adding friction to checkout, such as using cash or disabling one-click purchases, makes spending feel more deliberate. Practicing mindful shopping by asking whether you truly need or will use the item engages rational thought over emotional reward-seeking. Finally, tracking your emotional state can reveal patterns, such as shopping when stressed or bored, allowing you to redirect those feelings into healthier outlets. Together, these strategies shift the balance from emotion-driven buying toward thoughtful, intentional spending. Remember, wealth isn't built by one big decision. It's built by thousands of small, disciplined choices. Stop letting impulse control your wallet. Start letting intention guide your spending. 4. Stop failing to budget. Budgeting is like giving your money a map. Without it, your income wanders aimlessly and expenses devour it before you even notice. Failing to budget is like driving blindfolded. You might move forward, but you're heading for disaster. A budget isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. When you budget, you prioritize essentials, rent, food, savings, and control luxuries, entertainment, shopping. This balance ensures you live comfortably today while securing tomorrow. People often avoid budgeting because it feels tedious. But here's the truth. Wealthy people budget religiously. They know every dollar has a job, whether it's growing in investments, funding a business, or covering expenses. Money is never idle. Failing to budget leads to overspending. You swipe your card without realizing you've blown half your salary on non-essentials. Worse, you end up borrowing to cover basics, sinking deeper into debt. A simple monthly plan prevents this spiral. A popular and practical budgeting framework is the 50-30-20 rule, which divides your income into 3 clear categories. 50% needs. Half of your income goes toward essentials like rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, and minimum debt payments. 30% wants. About a third is reserved for lifestyle choices, dining out, entertainment, shopping, or hobbies. 20% savings and debt repayment. The remaining portion is dedicated to building savings, investing, or paying down debt faster. This framework is simple because it balances responsibility with enjoyment. It ensures that your basic needs are covered, you still have room for fun, and you're consistently building financial security. Over time, it can be adjusted. For example, if you want to save more aggressively, you might shift to a 60-20-20 split. At its core, a budget helps you manage spending habits. ensuring that your expenses align with your income rather than exceeding it. It allows you to track where your money goes, making it easier to identify wasteful spending and redirect funds toward meaningful goals. For instance, maybe you're spending $200 a month on subscriptions you barely use. Cutting them redirects money toward savings or investments. Over time, these small adjustments snowball into wealth. Budgeting also encourages saving for emergencies, giving you a safety net when unexpected costs arise. By setting clear priorities, it helps you pay down debt faster and avoid accumulating new debt. Over time, budgeting supports long-term financial goals, such as buying a home, investing, or planning for retirement. Beyond the numbers, it provides a sense of control and confidence, reducing stress and helping you live within your means while still enjoying life intentionally. So stop thinking of budgeting as a chore. Think of it as a strategy, a playbook for financial success. Without it, you're gambling with your future. With it, you're building wealth brick by brick. 5. Stop living beyond your means. Living beyond your means is the fastest way to financial ruin. It's when you spend more than you earn, often funded by credit cards or loans. It feels glamorous, new clothes, fancy dinners, luxury vacations, but it's a trap. Debt is expensive because the true cost of borrowing often far exceeds the original purchase price. One advantage of recognizing this is that it raises awareness of how interest multiplies expenses, motivating people to save, plan, and pay off balances faster while fostering financial discipline. However, the disadvantage is that carrying expensive debt creates financial strain, delays long-term goals, and adds stress, sometimes trapping people in a cycle of minimum payments and growing balances. For example, a $1,000 splurge on a credit card with high interest could end up costing $1,500 or more if paid off slowly. A $20,000 student loan might balloon to $30,000 over time if repayment is delayed, and financing a $15,000 car with poor credit could mean paying $20,000 or more after interest. In short, while the advantage lies in understanding debt's true cost and using that knowledge to avoid or minimize borrowing, the disadvantage is the heavy financial and emotional burden that comes with ignoring it. Living beyond your means also creates a false image of success. You look rich but feel poor. True wealth isn't about appearances, it's about security. The wealthy don't flaunt, they build. They live below their means, saving and investing the difference. Breaking this habit requires honesty. Track your income and expenses. If you're spending more than you earn, cut back. Choose a smaller apartment, cook at home, skip unnecessary luxuries. It might feel like sacrifice, but it's actually empowerment. Remember, wealth isn't about how much you spend, it's about how much you keep. Stop chasing status symbols. Start chasing financial freedom. 6. Stop taking uncalculated risks. Risk is part of wealth creation. You can't grow rich without stepping outside your comfort zone, but there's a difference between calculated risk and reckless risk. Calculated risk is like crossing a river with a bridge. Reckless risk is diving in without knowing how deep the water is. Uncalculated risks often come from greed or impatience. People hear about a hot stock tip or a get-rich-quick scheme and throw in their money without research. Others start businesses without studying the market or gamble their savings on ventures they don't understand. The result? Losses, debt, and frustration. History offers many striking antecedents that illustrate how uncalculated risks driven by greed or impatience often end in disaster. The South Sea Bubble of 1720 in Britain saw investors pour money into a company promising vast profits from trade, despite little evidence of its viability. Fueled by greed and the lure of quick riches, many lost their fortunes when the bubble burst, leaving widespread debt and frustration. Another example is the tulip mania in 17th-century Holland, where people speculated wildly on tulip bulbs, driving prices to absurd levels before the market collapsed, ruining countless investors. These historical episodes mirror the modern tendency to chase hot stock tips or gamble savings on ventures without research. The pattern is clear. When greed and impatience override careful study and calculated risk, the result is often financial loss, debt, and deep frustration. Wealthy individuals don't avoid risk, they manage it. Warren Buffett famously said, "Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing." That's the key. Knowledge. Before investing, they study the market. Before launching a business, they analyze competitors, demand, and costs. They prepare for worst-case scenarios and build safety nets. Uncalculated risks are dangerous because they give you the illusion of progress. You feel bold, adventurous, even visionary. But in reality, you're gambling. And gambling rarely builds lasting wealth. The solution is simple but powerful. Do your homework. Research before investing. Test ideas before scaling. Diversify instead of betting everything on one option. And most importantly, know your risk tolerance. Don't stake money you can't afford to lose. Calculated risks may still fail, but they teach lessons and minimize damage. Uncalculated risks, on the other hand, often wipe out years of effort. If you want wealth, stop gambling with your future. Start strategizing like a chess player. Every move thought out, every risk weighed, every outcome considered. 7. Stop neglecting to learn new skills. In today's world, money follows skills. The more valuable your skills, the more opportunities you attract. Neglecting to learn new skills is like refusing to upgrade your phone. You get left behind while everyone else moves forward. Skills are the currency of the modern economy. Coding, digital marketing, public speaking, financial literacy, leadership. These open doors to higher-paying jobs, successful businesses, and smarter investments. Without continuous learning, you stagnate. You stay stuck in low-paying roles, unable to adapt to changing industries. Think about it. The richest people are lifelong learners. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science. Oprah Winfrey mastered communication and business strategy. Bill Gates reads voraciously to stay ahead. They know that wealth isn't just about money. It's about knowledge. Neglecting skill development limits resilience because industries evolve, jobs disappear, and technology disrupts markets. But embracing modern skills like AI, data science, and digital literacy makes you far more valuable in society. For instance, someone who learns AI tools can automate repetitive tasks, analyze large data sets, and create smarter solutions that save businesses time and money. A professional skilled in data science can interpret complex information, uncover trends, and guide organizations toward better decisions, making them indispensable in fields like healthcare, finance, and marketing. Similarly, mastering digital tools such as cloud platforms, coding, or cybersecurity ensures you remain relevant in today's workplace, where digital transformation is constant. Concrete examples abound. A marketer who understands data analytics can design campaigns that reach the right audience more effectively. A doctor using AI-assisted diagnostics can detect diseases earlier and improve patient outcomes. And an entrepreneur leveraging machine learning can predict customer behavior and grow their business faster. In contrast, those who resist learning these skills risk becoming obsolete, while those who embrace them thrive, adapt, and contribute meaningfully to society's progress. Learning doesn't always mean formal education. It can be online courses, books, mentorship, or hands-on practice. The key is curiosity and consistency. Even dedicating 30 minutes a day to learning compounds over time, just like money does. So stop neglecting your growth. Invest in yourself. Every new skill is an asset that pays dividends for life. Wealth isn't just about saving or investing. It's about becoming so valuable that opportunities chase you. Getting rich isn't about luck. It's about discipline, strategy, and growth. Avoiding destructive habits like uncalculated risks, stagnation, impulsive spending, and procrastination clears the path to financial freedom. Pair that with clear goals, smart budgeting, and continuous learning, and you'll build wealth steadily and sustainably. But here's the truth. Wealth isn't just about money. It's about mindset. Every choice you make either moves you closer to freedom or deeper into frustration. The people who thrive are those who stay curious, sharpen their skills, and refuse to settle for mediocrity. So, if you're serious about breaking free from financial chains and unlocking the secrets of street-smart success, don't just watch, engage. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs a wake-up call, and most importantly, subscribe to the Street Smart Secret channel. This is where discipline meets opportunity and where your journey to lasting wealth truly begins.